starting off with my Chi Chi Fabulous and Flawless Foundation in the shade number 10, which is tan. I'm applying it all over my face with a flat top kabuki brush, and I'm making sure that I'm buffing that into my skin as best as possible. I'm going to go for a medium coverage today instead of a full heavy coverage because we're going to do a red lip, so I don't want things to be too overpowering, and I'm also going to do an extended wing today, so I'm going to try and keep it about minimum to medium coverage on my skin. So I'm just buffing that and making sure I get it on my forehead, even out the skin tone. Then I'm going to go in to the concealing process, and I'm going to use my Revlon Photo Ready Concealer. This stuff is amazing for like taking pictures and photographing in daylight and things like that. I used it for grad and it was just, it blew me out of the water. I'm having to make sure that I am blending the concealer in as finely as possible and just really mulling that into my skin and making sure it's quite flawless, because it is a heavy coverage concealer, so it needs a little bit more blending and a little bit more help. And I am using my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush to do this. I feel like this is the best brush to use for cream concealers, cream bronzers, and contour and highlighting using cream products. It's just really nice and really precise, which I love. Then I'm going to go in with my holy grail right now. You guys would have known if you saw my August favorites that I am absolutely obsessed with this stuff, and it is to die for. This is the Vincent Longo by Brow Powder and Pomade in the shade Black, and I'm using a angled liner brush to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm avoiding the gel this time, so I'm just going in with the powder, which is very finely milled, so it does a very good job at precision when it comes to shaping your brows. And I'm filling them in because they're pretty sparse. I don't know what I did to my brows. Like, I've always plucked them, but they look like just not very nice at the moment. So I'm going to go in and shape that and making sure that it's framing my face as best as it can. I'm then going to go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. This stuff is a savior, and I am so obsessed with this eyeshadow primer. So obsessed with it. And I'm using my Revlon Flat Shader Brush with the shade Chopper from my Urban Decay Ammo palette, which is not a rose gold like it looks on the camera and on screen right now. It's actually a very finely milled glitter kind of a pressed powder, and it's almost like a rusty gold, but not quite a copper or a rose gold. I don't know how to describe it, but it's definitely a rustic kind of a gold shade. It reminds me a little bit of Amber Lights by MAC, but Amber Lights is a little bit more copper based. I'm defining my outer corner with the same color, just packing that shadow on and just blending into the outer corner of my eyelid. And I'm then going to go in with my L'Oreal Hip palette, and I'm using the True Copper shade to add to the definition of my outer eyelid. And then going in with a blending brush. This is an angled blending brush that I love for highlighting my brow bone and blending. I'm blending here using that, and then I'm proceeding onto my brow bone, and I'm using a separate flat shader brush, this time a medium sized one, and I'm applying the shade Foxy from my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite step of this entire look, which is the eyeliner. I'm doing an extended wing today with my Christmas look, and I'm using the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Eye Boosting Eye Serum, which is supposed to make your lashes grow, but I don't really know if that's true or not, so might do a review coming up. And in a few weeks time I will definitely have a tutorial up on how I do my perfect wing, because I know a lot of you are interested in that. But basically, this is how it's achieved, this magic pen right here. Then I'm going to go in with a gold glitter eyeliner. I'd probably recommend a reasonably thick one that you don't have to layer on top of, because it can ruin the makeup on your waterline. I'm making sure that I'm applying that just on top of the extension of my wing and my inner tear duct area, just underneath the lash line, because I don't want it to go into my waterline or my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with my blush, which is Rose by e.l.f., and I am using my Bourjois chocolate bronzer to bronze up my face. making sure I'm getting my cheekbones, forehead, nose and chin as usual. Then using my Maybelline Plush Volume Express Mascara. Is it Mega Plush or Plush? I'll link it down below. And I am applying that to my lower lash line and my upper lash line just to give the lashes a little bit of length and volume before the fake lashes go on. So I'm focusing it mainly on my lower lashes and making sure that I really define them before going in with my Revlon Stay Matte Pressed Powder just to, you know, have a bit of shine control. I also somehow managed to get bitten by a mosquito in between, I don't know, some stage in filming this video. I'm then gonna go in with my XO Beauty Gold Digger lashes. These are my absolute favorite lashes from Shannon's lash collection, which I think is amazing. These lashes are my life, I swear. If you want to know how I do my lashes, I'll link a video down below where I did a eyelash application focused video on my guide to lash application. Then I'm going to go in and do the lips to complete this look, and for the lips I am using Red Velvet by Lime Crime. It's the Lime Crime Velvetine in Red Velvet, which by the way looks amazing in person. It looks a little bit more blue toned in this video just because of the lighting, but it's slightly warm red. And there you go, that's all done. That's my Christmas look for this year. And the crater on my face. Thanks, mosquito. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. All my social media links are down below and at the end screen as always. I'll see your lovely faces in my next video.